Listen to me. Life isn't supposed to be easy. If it were, you'd never grow. You'd never bleed, never struggle, never cry in silence at 3 a.m., wondering if all your efforts mean anything. But it's in those exact moments when the world feels heavy and your dreams look impossible that you're being tested, because nothing is easy and nothing worth having ever will be. When you look at the people who have built greatness, who have turned pain into power, they all walked through fire. They all faced nights of doubt, hunger, loneliness, rejection, and failure. And that's where you are right now. That's why this speech is for you, not the lucky ones, not the comfortable ones, for the ones who fight every single day and still don't quit. Every dream starts with pain. That's the rule. You cannot escape it. People want results, but they run from the process. They want success, but they reject struggle. The truth is, life will break you before it builds you. It will test your patience, your strength, and your belief until only the real version of you remains. When you say nothing is easy, that's not a complaint, that's a promise. It means you're walking the right path, because easy paths lead to nowhere. Every mountain you climb, every failure you endure, every tear you hide, they're all building your character. Think about it. Diamonds aren't made under comfort, they're created under pressure. Steel is forged in fire. Muscles are built by tearing fibers apart. Growth demands destruction first. You can't just wish for greatness and expect the universe to hand it to you wrapped in gold. You have to take it with your sweat, your scars, and your sleepless nights. And when people doubt you, when they whisper that you'll never make it, remember their opinions are the cheapest currency on earth. Their judgment doesn't pay your bills, doesn't carry your dreams, doesn't wake up at 5 a.m. with you. You do that. You're the one pushing when no one claps. You must learn to fall in love with the grind. Because it's never about the finish line. It's about who you become while fighting to reach it. You'll break, you'll fail, you'll fall, but you'll rise with more fire every single time. That's the power of struggle. It doesn't destroy you. It rebuilds you into something unshakable. So stop asking, why is it so hard? Start saying, this is how I'm built. Because nothing is easy, and that's exactly why you'll win. You want a better life, then pay the price. The currency isn't money, it's pain. You cannot build an empire without bleeding for it. You can't create a legacy while living in comfort. Every time you want to quit, remind yourself, pain is temporary, regret is forever. You see, the world is full of people who gave up because it was too hard. They traded their dreams for excuses. They said, it's not easy. Exactly, that's why it's valuable. If it were easy, everyone would do it. But greatness belongs to the few who keep moving even when their body screams stop, when the results don't show up, and when no one believes in them. Pain refines you. It teaches you discipline, focus, and patience. It strips away weakness until only your strongest version remains. You don't grow in comfort, you grow in chaos. Every setback is shaping you for something greater. Think about it, the gym burns, but it builds strength. Cold showers hurt, but they train your mind. Waking up early is painful, but it breeds discipline. Pain is not your enemy. Pain is your coach. It's whispering, keep going, you're becoming something stronger. Every second you survive your pain, you evolve. Every tear you wipe, every rejection you face, every time you're knocked down, those are the moments that shape your future self. When life gets tough, don't escape it. Face it head on, because the ones who endure the storm own the sky. You cannot control the pain, but you can control how you respond. Stand tall, breathe, and keep fighting, because nothing is easy. But when you look back, you'll realize that the pain was the best investment you ever made. The difference between winners and quitters isn't talent, it's mindset. You can be broke, tired, and broken, but if your mind refuses to give up, you're already unstoppable. Most people lose not because they lack ability, but because they let comfort seduce them. They let doubt infect their focus. They start listening to the noise around them instead of the fire within them. You can't win that way. You must learn to be ruthless with your thoughts. When your body says, I can't, Your mind must scream, I will. When life throws chaos at you, you must stand firm and say, try harder. That's the warrior mentality. That's how legends are made. Understand this: motivation fades, but mindset stays. You won't feel inspired every day. There will be mornings when you don't want to move, when you question everything. But that's when the real fight begins. The strongest people in the world don't rely on motivation, they rely on discipline. Success isn't emotional, it's logical. You show up no matter how you feel. You grind even when you're tired. You fight when your soul says enough. Because winners don't quit when it's hard, they quit when it's done. You must build a mind that refuses to break. How? Through repetition, through sacrifice, through pain. You build it when you choose growth over comfort, progress over excuses. Every time you push past fear, your mind becomes stronger. Remember this: your greatest weapon isn't your body, it's your belief. If your mind says, I will win, the world has no choice but to eventually agree, because nothing is easy, but your mindset can make everything possible. Motivation is overrated. It comes and goes like a wave. Discipline is the anchor that keeps you steady when everything else falls apart. If you rely on motivation, you'll fail the moment life gets heavy. But if you build discipline, you'll rise no matter how dark it gets. You think successful people wake up excited every day? No. They wake up tired, drained, bored, but they move anyway. That's the secret. They don't wait to feel ready. They make themselves ready. Discipline means doing what's right even when it's hard. It means showing up when nobody's watching. It means saying no to comfort, to distraction, to laziness, because your future is more important than your feelings. If you want to build a life that others envy, start with the small things. Wake up early, train daily, read, work when you don't feel like it. Every small act of discipline builds a stronger foundation, and here's the truth: discipline creates freedom. The more disciplined you are, the freer you become. Free from excuses, free from weakness, free from mediocrity. When you choose discipline over ease, your entire identity shifts. You stop waiting for chances, you create them. You stop dreaming, you start doing. So stop saying, it's not easy. Of course it isn't. That's why it's worth it. Every legend you admire, every hero you respect, they built their empire on discipline, not emotion. Be the person who stays focused when others quit. Be the one who acts when others talk. Because nothing is easy. But discipline makes you powerful enough to handle anything. Endurance is everything. Anyone can start strong, but only a few finish the race. Endurance is not just physical, it's emotional, mental, and spiritual. It's about lasting longer than your obstacles. When everything seems impossible, when progress is slow, when results take years, that's when endurance becomes your weapon. Because the truth is, success rarely arrives overnight. It's built through years of silent suffering, countless sacrifices, and endless effort. Endurance means showing up after failure. It means smiling when the world doubts you. It means believing in yourself when no one else does. You're not meant to win easily. You're meant to fight, to fall and rise, to learn and improve. That's how you become unbreakable. When you finally reach the top, when success finally knocks on your door, you'll realize it was never about the reward, it was about the transformation. You'll look back and smile, knowing that every struggle was worth it. Easy doesn't teach you value, struggle does. Easy doesn't teach you strength, endurance does. Easy doesn't shape greatness, pain does. So keep walking, keep fighting, keep believing, because nothing is easy, and that's exactly why it's beautiful. Listen carefully. Life isn't a fairy tale, it's war. Every day you wake up, you're in a battle against your fears, your laziness, your doubts, your excuses. But that's okay, because warriors aren't made in comfort. They're made in chaos. You've got one life, one shot. And if you spend it running from hard things, you'll die wondering what could have been. But if you embrace the grind, if you welcome the pain, if you face the storm, you'll rise as someone the world cannot break. Nothing is easy, but that's your advantage, because when others quit, you'll keep going. When others cry, you'll fight. When others say, I can't, you'll say, watch me. The world rewards the brave, the disciplined, the relentless. So stop searching for shortcuts. Stop chasing comfort. Start chasing greatness. And remember, if life feels hard, it's not because you're failing. It's because you're growing. That's the universe molding you into who you're meant to be. So keep moving, even when it hurts, because one day all those nights you wanted to quit will become the reason you win. Nothing is easy, but nothing worth having ever should be.